good morning, good morning, blessed people. Welcome back to Diversity in Unity, the show that you all like and follow every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. My name is Jenny Uwize Priscilla, and I'm here today, of course, with another great episode. And I am with the team of Diversity. Let them introduce themselves.
Good morning, Jenny. How are you?
I'm very fine. How are you?
I'm good. My name is Patience, and we are going to be together.
Yes.
Yeah.
How are you, Ellie?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay.
It's a great welcome back.
Yes.
Yeah, so I know all of you people have been missing us, but today we're here and we're here to stay. So I hope that you are watching OTV right now and you're going to enjoy this episode. And I would want to appreciate and thank all your comments, all of you who've been telling us, who've been giving us the feedback of the previous shows, right, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have been preparing a lot for you, and we have more great topics coming on, and we are hoping that it's going to be a great journey with these people, right?
Well, I'm hoping that today it is going to be amazing as
Yeah.
usual, though we've been away for a little. And
Yeah.
I assure to the people that who've been missing us, we are here again with
Yes.
a hot topic, interesting one,
Yeah,
and I feel like it is going to be amazing.
it's
as
going
usual.
to be
So,
extra amazing now that we have the whole three members of diversity team here in the house, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we would also like to appreciate the other members of our team who are there working hard for this show to come to you every day and supporting us in every way they can. So we appreciate them, right?
For sure.
Yeah, we appreciate your support, but we would also like to appreciate if you're watching OTV right now and you have been watching from season one, from episode one, you have to clap for yourself. I know you've learned a lot. I know that we've inspired a lot of people with different guests, with the best guests, with different topics. I know. Ellie, would you share some of the previous topics that we had for people who have not watched at
Um,
all Diversity in Unity?
yeah, I have them in my mind.
Yeah.
Um, let's start by the latest one, which was we were talking about heartfelt hug.
Yeah, heartfelt hug. That topic was so
Uh,
amazing.
I
A
enjoyed
lot of feedback that came from people were like,
Mhm.
we really needed this topic.
for sure.
Yeah.
that is what I was going to say. Some people like, reached out to me and say what a nice topic that we had to talk
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
And they will.
And especially in that season, it was the right topic for
For
that
sure.
season, right? Yeah.
We promised our viewers to have part two, but it wasn't.
We will have part two.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
One
not
way or
now,
the
but
other, we're going to prepare something for
Yeah.
you guys to conclude on that topic. And sometimes we can invite some people,
Yeah.
and come and show us how to you give a person a heartfelt hug.
I
That
feel
was.
like in the part two of a heartfelt hug,
Yes.
we can have a guest talk about their
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
Well, let's save the best for the
Exactly,
Yes.
exactly. So what are other topics?
The other one was like love or lust.
Love or last. We had Valentine's.
Mm.
We had a topic on drugs, and we had a topic on different things.
Destiny destroyer.
Destiny
where we-
Destroyer.
we
Oh my God. We had a
highlighted,
topic on culture. We had a
mhm.
topic on Christianity culture, and
and also fashion.
yeah, we
Yeah.
had a
Was my-
topic on fashion. We had a topic on talents. Oh my God, we had different topics.
Diversities as you can.
Yeah, it is diversity. So we
Yeah.
thank you all guys who have been watching all those previous topics, and we have another episode here. We are today to bring you the best of the best as usual. So we would like to start by saying, Pasi, would you tell us how have you been coping and how have you been enjoying the team of diversity since you are one of us, but in a new way? So people would like to know how have you been, feeling the comfort in diversity.
Well, even you just asking me that, you just saw that it has brightened my face.
Yeah.
And putting a
That's
smile on my
amazing.
face. It shows that I'm having fun. I'm having my time of
Wow.
time
Yeah.
of life.
Time
And-
of them exploiting the diversity.
And I thank you guys for all of these.
Yeah, yes.
Much appreciation to our
Thank you.
audience, our viewers. Well, I'm happy.
Yeah, and much
Quite
appreciations to all TV, right?
yeah.
Yeah, so we would also like to start today's topic. But before we head to the topic, we're going to have an exciting topic, and this is going to be touching the hearts of people. This is going to be touching the minds of people. This is going to reflect in one's life for sure. Yeah, so we are going to just take a short break and then we're going to come back to the topic of today. Back. We are back. It was just a short break, so we are going to have the topic of today and we are going to discuss more about this topic and we're going to share a lot of views and we're going to also get some feedbacks from you from our social media platforms. I hope that you're seeing them down there. So you can text us, you can DM us just after watching this episode. You can tell us what you think,
Yeah,
right?
yes.
Yeah, so who do we have today introducing the topic of today? Why
Our,
don't we start with Pasi?
our Miss
Of course,
Pasi.
yeah.
Okay, thank you for giving me this opportunity for introducing our, our hot, our interesting
Interesting
topic,
topic, yeah.
which is we are going to talk about how um, just the name is just you can say that it is more than a millions.
Yeah, more than a millions.
What kind of that millions?
Well,
Numbers or
I would like if we call it milliards because we can't even.
yeah?
If we dive into the topic, you guys are going to recognize it's milliards, not even millions.
or way
Billion-
more,
Oh yeah,
billions.
billions.
Yeah.
way more. It's probably
Yeah,
way more.
let's just stick to millions.
It's okay.
As they have already mentioned it,
Hmm.
even more than millions, it means that is beyond millions,
Yeah.
billions. So more than millions.
More
I
than
think it is
millions.
safe to say more than million. It is understandable that can even reach
Yeah. It's
more
mo-
than.
this
Yeah.
more than comparative what
So speaking
Yes.
of more than millions, what is more than millions, Ellie? Tell us more.
starting by our trio here, we are more than millions. The
Okay.
same to our viewers.
Wow, we didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know,
So you are saying Jenny is more than million?
I'm more than a
For
million.
blind.
Oh my
For sure.
goodness. That's a
one
blessing.
by one is more than millions.
Yeah.
If we take a practical illustration,
Mm.
I can just give you a short true story.
Yeah.
It was about a talk. I had a talk with a nurse.
A nurse.
Yeah,
Oh.
she was. It was in 2019, just
Mm.
before the pandemic.
Story time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then,
Wow, those.
as we were talking, I was curious to ask her, because she at that time she was working in the intensive care,
Mm.
specifically using ventilator machines,
Mm.
what we call oxygen therapy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Those
So-
machines that give oxygen to people.
Yeah.
Mm.
Then what amazed me, she told me at that time, before the pandemic, that in Rwanda,
Mm.
to have um, uh, access to that service of oxygen therapy,
Yes.
It was 900 Rwandan francs per minute.
Per minute, 900?
Yeah. So
For
you
like a
Oh.
patient to access
yeah.
that
So you can
oxygen machine.
convert into
So
how
an
much
hour, how?
an
That's
hour,
a lot of
a
money.
day, a
That's a lot of
month.
money. We are blessed to be here, right?
Yeah.
Thank God. Oh
Even
my
thinking
God.
about it, my
Then I
mathematics.
was curious to know more. Then I took a random a person which who was like
Patient?
yeah like
Mm.
30 years old.
Oh, the
Then I
person was 30
converted
years old.
yeah, I converted from uh, the amount per second per minute. Then I
Yes.
converted into years.
I.
It was amazing. It was more than millions Rwandan francs.
Ah,
More than millions in USA
US
US dollars.
dollars.
So from that we can understand how much we are more than millions.
If somebody tells us to buy the oxygen that we
Mhm.
breathe every single day,
That is.
trust me, we would never even have 2 minutes to buy.
Mhm.
Because you cannot afford to buy every 2 minutes for 900 1 minute. Oh my
Mm.
God. We would just be done and say, you know what? Let's give up on life.
Yeah.
Yeah, so back to you telling us the topic of today, a million, more than a million. We want to know more. We want our people who are watching OTV right now, especially who are diving into the Diversity 2 topic of today. What do we want to talk about? So let's give them a big view of this topic.
We just want to highlight the value of a human, you know. Everything is buyable or sellable, if I may say it. You know, like for example, a goat. Its value is how much or it is fat.
Mm.
Automatically, you will know how much is for to make nyama chomas. You know,
Mhm, yeah.
for a goat, its
Yes.
value is compared to how fat it is. But
Yes.
on our side, as human being,
Mhm.
you can't buy a human. That is
Oh, you can't
so
buy a human being.
even it is a comparative more than we were talking about oxygen.
Yes.
Even if just it was oxygen,
Just oxygen.
but we have let's make a little fun. One of our team members in
Yes.
our diversity,
Yeah.
I will not mention who
It's
he
okay.
is. So recently, but she was talking to us. Um, you know what we call here in Simbulangingo?
Yeah.
Just what can replace the original
The
o-
original organs of
organ you,
yeah.
you you lost maybe.
Yeah.
Body.
Mm.
Yeah, for her, she lost one of her organ that
Oh.
can be replaceable. Then she was talking to us that I think every year she's going to they make
She goes back to the hospital.
to replace it for I think she told us at 150 Rwandan
That's a
francs
lot of money.
just one organ,
In
but
there.
in a year.
We
And
have
it
more
is
than a
not
thousand organs in our body.
the original one.
Imagine if it were like 3 parts
Yeah.
or organs
Mm.
You will die working hard for that money.
or die poor.
Yeah,
don't
you
know.
die poor.
So
Yeah.
that is yeah, Pasi, she can share to us more about it, how
Yeah.
she.
We would like also to hear from Pasi.
Mm.
More than a millions. We are more than a millions, like we've been saying.
Yeah.
Us, like the human beings, we are not costly. We are priceless because you can't find a price. Like Eli gave us the example of the giving oxygen to people. If you really take your whole lifetime paying the oxygen, you can't find that. So there is not, like we are talking this topic, there's not that money. that you can buy what this functioning of a human being is. It's really hard.
Well, Jenny, just talking about this made me remember,
Yeah.
like it was a conversation between me and my mom. This is also a story as I already have told. So I was
Yes.
talking to my mom. I was very, very little at a young age,
Oh,
and
speaking from experience.
yes, yes. And kids tend to have curiosity and stuff and
Yeah.
get to ask the parents, of course,
Mm.
like all the time. Then I went to my mom and I was curious how can like a newborn baby can be variable. And I wasn't sure if it is like a baby with 3 months, 9 months. So
Yes.
she just I wanted to know how would you compare her value or how how she can be variable.
Yeah.
And it is something that has stuck
In
with
terms of
me
money?
ever since, in terms with just worthiness and
Yeah, worth,
value
yeah.
or being valuable. And she told me, maybe it is in the sense of kids and little
Yeah.
young people, but she told me that even if it was a newborn of seconds or a minute on earth, just a minute, you cannot even find something that you would compare her. Even if you take all the riches,
Yeah.
she told
Oh,
me, like,
that's so
even if you take
touching.
Yeah.
gold, well, at that time I didn't, knew the meaning of gold very well,
Yeah.
but riches, money,
There is no
properties,
exchange at all.
yeah,
That brings me back to this story of someone.
Hmm.
Yeah.
You know this.
Like the real mother was discovered just by saying, "We are going to cut the baby into pieces." If they tell you they're going to cut your baby into pieces, you rather say, "Take her," or "Take that baby," instead of cutting my child into pieces. That's how the real mother got to be found. Yeah, so like speaking of the story of Pasi, that baby, no matter how very little it is, it's really
it is not
worth
even compared
something
to the
big.
richness, to the
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
riches
can be.
in the world.
Yeah.
So there are people who are watching us right now and they don't know how worth they are. They don't know how
So,
valuable they are.
yeah.
You get to be you get to be sold out for money, for cheap money, and then you don't know how
Or
worth you
even
are.
worse, sell
Yeah.
yourself short,
Yeah, sell your oh,
which
that's a
is the
great
worst.
that's a
You
great
The
know,
thing.
worst.
selling yourself
Yeah.
short because you don't know how valuable you are,
Yeah.
and you could be even more than more valuable
More
than
valuable
all the
than that.
riches in the world, all the gold, all the money, all the
Yeah.
diamonds, all the
And I
valuable things
think
I can think about.
even those who try to commit suicide,
Mm.
I think it is not. Yeah, we know there is many factors that can.
Yes.
But at what really make those people
Mm.
to try such kind, I
Yeah.
think it's not. It is because they do not really
Maybe
know
current
who they are.
situations.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
if you change the mood of those
Mhm,
people,
mhm.
they'll say, "No, I'm not going to make suicide. I'm not going to commit suicide." I've seen it. I've seen it. People who have tried to commit suicide after when they give up, when they get a chance to give up, they say, "What was I about to do?" That person just realizes, "I was about to take this amazing life of mine that I can use to be a lot of things, to be a great person." That's how people even love their lives. Yeah, you can't
So
compare a
we
human
were
being.
just picking few examples.
Yes.
Just take one organ. You know, the other thing called dialysis. Huh?
Yes.
It is so expensive. Such kind of just to support the how we call it, kidney.
Yeah, the kidney.
Yes.
It is so expensive. So
It is
you
so
can understand
expensive.
how much
Mm.
more we are valuable, even more than we can't have the comparison just to make equal or what. Even we are more than.
We are more than that. So
Yeah.
we would also like to talk about the things that shows about the things that when you talk about a person, like the entire person, the character, what he or she does, things that you cannot buy from that person, that you really you just get it for granted, but you can't buy that thing. So I would start with one thing. I would like to start with one thing that you cannot buy from a
So while
person.
you can't buy, you can't sell it, of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
Number one, I'd start with love.
Uh-huh.
You really cannot buy love. People mostly say that if you give money to a lady,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to get her love or that thing. But are you really getting love, or are you really
That's
getting
the
the,
same
the
thing that I was asking myself. Maybe you're
yeah,
just getting attention.
yeah,
The
you're
photo.
getting her attention or her time, but are you really getting her love? Are you really going to attract his
The
emotion, her
photocopy,
emotions?
photocopy maybe of love.
Yeah, and if we talk about this, we can view this in terms of couples when they get married. If you do like a fake fiancehood, and then you give that person money, she gets married to you or he gets married to you. Trust me, when you reach your home,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to realize you just bought
The love
some
is going to
person.
expire.
It's
Yeah.
going to expire. It hasn't even been there. That person just
Well,
there for your money. You're not
whatever that
buying her
was there, it
emotions.
is going to expire. It can be intention or fake feeling, though. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah,
That
that's
is.
true. Because
Mm.
someone who really
That
loves you
to
is
be
going to
bought.
hold you down in every situation you're going through.
Mhm.
But the signs that you're going to see that you have not had that love, these are going to change. She or he is going to get tired of you. She's going to start saying, oh, you really annoy me. It's going to start fights.
Johnny, in that case,
Yeah.
even if it was her manipulating you, that she
Yeah.
loves you, even
Mm.
the manipulation expires,
It
ends. She
expires.
doesn't have time to
Yeah.
manipulate you anymore. But
That's
you
true.
can't even buy the time for her manipulating you or fake showing you the love.
Yeah.
You know,
It's
so it
really
is
hard.
just
Yeah, and something else I would like to mention that you really cannot buy from a person. Sometimes we say, maybe let me get a ticket and go to Maldives and have fun. You think you're buying happiness, but you can't buy happiness. You really can't buy happiness because you are just taking some materials to go somewhere and be happy. But that time when you're spending there, it's what you're doing there, it's not money. It's you're creating memories, so you're making yourself happy, even though you really you fly to that place, to that particular place, but you're going there yourself to make yourself happy.
So yeah.
You still cannot buy that happiness. You're going to give yourself that happiness.
What's about comedians? What?
But Ellie, do you realize that some people have not paid for the ticket? They are just at home, maybe listening to the radio of that show or
But
watching it on
you know
TV.
what? Even if it's a comedy, Ellie, it's a joke. I'm just going to laugh, but it doesn't mean that you're going to change my whole mood and make me happy forever. Let me say you take a poor person, you give him everything that she wants. Maybe she's facing a family problem. Do you think you're giving that person happiness? You're just giving that person life materials, life dependency, but you're not giving that person happiness. There's somewhere you cannot touch.
It's like painkillers.
Even when you're suffering from from a sickness, they give you painkillers. It's really not going to work as much as it has to work. It's not going to touch everything. So there's a lot of things that you cannot buy. A person is more worth than millions.
Well, later on, the happiness.
Yeah.
But I have another suggestion.
Yes.
Like what I think
Mm.
you can somehow sell it. Like you can sell smile just
Smile.
to gain
Oh,
money.
you fake a smile.
No, even let me take this example.
Mm.
You have nice teeth, like you are.
Yes.
Then why can't you go to the toothpaste companies just to
Oh.
make advert for them?
To advertise for them.
Mhm. I think at that point You
Yeah.
can gain money from that uniqueness that you have.
Yeah, but you're just getting money, but
Mhm.
uh, your teeth. I don't think it connects to
The
to
real
the
value of
soul.
you.
It does not connect to your soul because that means you are just advertising for those people,
Mhm.
but they are not the ones who gave you your teeth. They are not the ones who gave you your teeth. You own your teeth. You came with it. You were
Mhm.
born with it. So
And you're
nobody
going to
has
return
bought you.
with it.
Yeah.
It's not
I
like
was
you're
just on
selling
the
it,
side of
selling
like
it.
exploiting what God gave us in order
Yeah.
to instead of committing suicide because maybe life is so complicated,
Mm. Hard
uh,
moments that,
yeah.
yeah.
Why can't you examine, if I may say it, yourself? What uniqueness do I have in order to to make money from that? That's
Mm.
what I was just try to
Yeah.
to mention.
But
How
even if you buy teeth, like when you lose your teeth, you go to the dentist and you buy teeth.
mm,
There's some percentage of side effects of that teeth,
oh,
of that tooth you
Yes.
just bought.
mm.
So if you lose a teeth, completely you've lost it. You're not going to get another one that is going to function.
That's why we
Yeah,
call it
exactly.
in Simbulangingo. Yeah.
Yeah.
In technical term in medicine we call
Yeah.
it let me check.
Let me talk about blood. I just
Mhm.
remembered there's this thing about blood.
Wow,
Percy, you know
life.
about blood?
Wow.
Yeah.
Like when you lose blood and then you go to the hospital, somebody gives you blood. Oh
Um,
my God, that's the worst
It
thing.
gives you life, in other words.
Yeah, but
Mm.
that blood is not going to function as your own blood you
Yeah,
had before.
just it is.
you just reminded me of when we were back in secondary school.
Yes.
Well, it was way back, but they used to come at school and take some children and tell them we are going to give you 5K at, buy you Fanta or milk, and we are
Yeah.
going to take some amount in your body of blood. And now I
Yes.
think about it, it is just insane. Well, we are very variable and unique, and the blood will eventually come
Can
back.
you imagine the technology cannot even create blood? We are the one who have to give
They
other
can.
people blood. So
Blood.
if a person is not alive, then you're not
There
going to
is
get
much
blood.
mystery in
It takes
blood.
another person.
They can try other organs, but
Ah, yeah,
blood is
yeah, yeah, yeah.
so.
And
Mm.
this is hard.
What I
Although
was
so many
telling
A
you,
person is very more valuable than everything else.
yeah, we call
Yeah,
it
even the
pro.
Bible says it.
Mm.
Even God gave us the power to rule over everything. A person is really more valuable than a lot of things.
Jenny,
Than
now coming to the Bible. Well, I don't want to dwell on
yeah.
that so much, but it says that we are created into the image of God.
Oh my
So
God. If we
that
come to
can
that,
be sold for a million or some
yeah.
amount of money. That
But
is not happening.
is
But
everyone watching OTV right now coming to realize
can
who
you
or
guys?
she is?
Mhm.
Coming to realize how valuable you are.
Yeah,
Are you coming to your senses and seeing how more valuable you are? You
like
are created in God's image. Nothing else is created in God's image, and then you
Yeah,
think it's a
others
joke?
were just
Ha! This thing is.
yeah.
well, do
This
not
topic
even
is
fear to
amazing.
harm yourself.
Yeah.
To those people who are very violent, like hitting their children, wife, know that you are hitting the most valuable, the most, I
Thing.
don't know how to, to
Yeah, the most
explain it.
valuable
So be
creation.
careful, be thoughtful, eh,
Mm.
be sensitive while you are doing that.
Yeah. Do you have other things that we can say that it cannot be bought by money? Like things that money cannot buy from a person? Because we have a lot of
Well,
examples.
just we have what we called what I said it was we call it
Mm.
prosthesis. That is what we call
Oh, okay.
isimbulangingo.
Mm.
But we have other term which we call inyunganirangingo, like
And then
eyeglasses.
Oh,
Ah,
eyeglasses.
They don't remove the
It's
eye,
hard.
but they just give.
Percy is
Even
a candidate.
you are a candidate.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm so offended.
And
It is very hard
Sure.
to have, is it Nsimbulangingo?
I know.
Inyunganirangingo.
Inyunganira.
Yeah.
Okay. Like every time you have to go to do a checkup,
Yes. Oh my
and
God.
I have after some times you find out that you are not seeing clearly.
Yeah, it
And
has increased.
yeah, it has increased, or sometimes
It's
it is
really hard.
very like, if you wish, like if you had your, your vision
Mm.
functioning very well.
Very well.
And that
Just
is
like a
when you
baby.
that is when you get to feel
You're
how
like,
variable it
Yeah.
is
your
for people
eyes.
who have eyes that functions very well.
Yeah.
Well, I'm speaking from experience. So
I even went to one hospital, and then there was a patient who had an eye problem. They had to remove his eye to replace it. Trust me, it was more than millions.
For sure.
And I was like, it's not even going to work like your own eye, yet it cost this much. And I was like, we are so blessed. We are so blessed that we are the most valuable creatures.
and think about the stress he will get if the eye
Yeah,
damages.
you're always scared. Like,
The
is the
artificial
doctor
eye
going to do it
damages.
very well?
Yeah.
Is the surgery going to succeed?
Yeah.
There's a lot of
All of that,
insecurities.
huh?
Yeah. So, Pasi, would you share us some other things that we can consider that
Well,
you cannot buy from a person? You just can't get it for granted, but you cannot buy it.
yeah, well, I can simply say you cannot buy life. By that I mean, like, if you are going to give birth or get pregnant with a baby,
Yes.
like you can design or decide how she's going to be,
Yeah.
or how her life
I
is
want a
going to be.
tall baby girl,
No,
brown, beautiful. No.
no. Oh, I want,
I know every mother would want to design.
It's like
Yeah.
about gun
Yeah.
but you
supremacy.
don't get to buy that because it is not even in your choices.
Yeah, you
can't-
don't even make a
It is
choice.
very variable that it is not in your
Yeah,
choices.
and sometimes I wonder people who say that, no, I don't want a boy, I want a girl, or I don't want a girl, I want a boy. Who are you
To make a
to
choice.
to design that?
Mhm.
You just have to receive what God brings to you.
It's,
Yeah.
for sure, that was our main purpose to talk about this topic.
Yes.
We are not promoting human trafficking. When you will hear, oh, you will say, so what it comes if I make it as a business? It is an international
Speaking
crime
of human
punishable
trafficking,
by
yeah.
the law.
Mm.
So that itself shows how much we are valuable.
Yeah.
Even there
If-
is an international law punishing such crime.
Yeah, human trafficking.
So
It's a horrible crime.
it's strong, but taking someone's goat, even
Yeah.
if we can't promote that, the punishment is
It has to be high. It
so
has to be high.
that is just it was to reflect you that we
Yeah.
are
Mm.
wonderfully made, as
Yeah,
David
wonderfully
mentions
made.
in
If
one
you-
one
however
of his
you are,
psalm.
however you are designed, you are wonderfully made.
Yeah.
And you are so valuable, more than a millions, more than milliards, more than billions.
For
You are
sure.
still so much valuable, because there's a lot of people who are there breathing the oxygen they are paying. You are not paying anything. You should be thankful
And
to
we
God.
can comfort them,
Yeah.
those who pass through,
And we pray that they
hard
get better.
time. Yeah,
Who
for
wants to
sure.
stay in that hospital?
Whether it is
Yeah.
oxygen
Or any kind of
dialysis,
sickness that you're
or- yeah,
having. Yeah.
we comfort them.
Yeah. Any other thing from Pasi?
Okay, well, I have another thing. You can't like buy or purchase or have an exchange for a value of good character. or
Oh wow, a
behaviors.
good character.
I was in class. We were talking about sociology, and it is a study of human behaviors.
Yes.
And it is nothing to be compared to, you know.
For sure.
Being-
Yeah.
Like, you see how Jenny carries herself
Characters is
very
much.
elegantly, very,
Thank
you
you.
know.
Mhm.
But
Her
imagine
uniqueness.
something you get to love.
Mhm.
That,
That character.
yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Even when you try to train someone to behave well, it's hard for that person to be able to become that thing that
The
sh-
one-
that
the
she's
one
not
you
born
want
with.
him to become.
There's
Yeah.
someone who has told me
Mm.
that people never change, that they can only change
A
for
little
a
bit.
particular purpose,
Yeah.
for something they want to get, but they never change. So, a good character, if you're born with a good character, you're not going to get someone like it's not going to, you can't buy that thing, like she said.
Keep it.
You can't.
Mm. That's
Well,
why we
if
have
you're not,
kind people, we have
yeah,
rude people. Oh, this guy.
You
merciful.
you make me to. You remember His Excellence during Commemoration Day.
Yes,
He talked about kindness.
kindness.
So
Mm.
it is something which is very very um, unique or
It's
rare.
very unique.
Yeah. So such kind and character.
Yeah, but we strive, we do our best to behave well to, so that we live well with the society. But trust me, it's hard. It's
And,
hard to learn something you are not.
and Jenny, about that,
Yes.
like if you don't have that good character, and for example, you have bad character, you know what happens?
In the
Sometimes
society.
you end at in jail.
Yeah,
That
you
is the
end up in
cost
jail.
of having bad character,
Character.
bad
Mm.
behaviors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't want you to picture the cost of
Mm.
having good character, because it is way,
Yeah, and this
Oh.
is this is also an inheritance from parents. Like maybe
Yeah,
your
most of the
your
time.
mother was so much giving to people. You are born from her. You also you come when you're also giving a lot. You're so generous. You cannot buy that thing. That person got it inherited from her mother. So you can't just buy that thing, that character. You can maybe try to shape a person, but trust me, it is hard. Some people are born with characters that you cannot change.
Or Jenny, let's say that you can do it because our mother did.
Yes.
Aren't they the one that shaped us? Like, but tell me how much you would pay them.
How much would you pay your parent to have given you kindness in your character, to have
Priceless
given
class,
you patience in your character?
Yeah.
It's a priceless class.
It's a
I'm
priceless class.
telling you.
Yeah, so let's just say we are so much valuable. We are more uh, of great creatures. And if there is something that you can see in the society that is ruining the society be- because of not knowing how much valuable a person is, it's your friend, it's a relative, please go and talk to that person. You are watching Diversity in Unity, this topic, I know you are learning a lot of things. Go approach that person and tell him or her you are more valuable, you are so much important, you are here for a purpose. Please don't ruin your life.
And it will help us to respect each other. Each
Mhm.
other. I think you can't um, neglect or take someone cheaper
Yes.
after getting what we are discussing about.
Yeah.
Yes, and one thing that I can say about that, like
Yes.
we talked, if you remember, we talked about
Mm.
suicidal people.
Mm.
People,
Suicide. Mm.
yeah. One thing you can do to make them realize
Mm.
how valuable they are, like it's telling them, but I can say that it is more of reassuring them
Mm.
that they are valuable. It might not work on the first time,
Yes.
but keep saying, talking how good she is, how great she is, how
Yes,
of good character
wow,
she
you tell her
has.
the positive things about
Yeah,
her.
Yeah,
because
continuously.
everyone
Yes.
has her or his uniqueness.
Yes,
Yes.
everyone has the positive side of him,
Yeah.
and which the society really needs,
For
which
sure.
people need, which your family needs, which your friends need.
And it is possible that feeling down that you are not good enough, it comes from not knowing it, not being
That
Mm.
told about it. So if you get to say, more about it, if you get to tell them more of how valuable, of how great they are.
Yeah,
So
Okay.
we
that
are
is
more
good.
than what we think we are.
Yeah, we are more.
Yes,
Yeah.
We are more
exactly.
than that. We are more
Like,
than that. I would also like to tell the parents who are watching right now this episode, please, if you have a child, be encouraging, be supporting. you have to be there for that person, for her, for him or her to realize how much valuable he is, so that he's or she's not going to grow up with the gap, with that gap of having
Yeah.
been encouraged, supported,
Yeah.
given words of affirmation that
Yeah.
make someone feel proud, feel like valuable. Please, if you're a parent or if you are planning to give birth to a baby, trust me, if you do that, you're going to help your child very much.
By the way, that is how you design maybe your baby.
Yeah,
That
that
is
is the only way you can design the
yeah,
baby.
by
Yeah,
tell them,
shaping his
reassuring them.
emotions.
Character.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, so this was a very,
we are
very great
running. We
talk.
are
We had
running.
a very great talk,
Yeah.
and we are coming to the conclusion, which I want all of you to say something to the people who have been listening to this episode. Yeah.
Oh, Jenny, before we talk about that,
Mm.
uh, let's just I talked about it
Yeah.
while we started in the show.
Mm.
Like a
The,
presence
the,
of
the
a person.
previous episode.
Yeah, you told me how I feel about being in the show, how it
Yes.
was,
Mm.
the
The-
experience, how
yes.
it is going,
Mm.
and I expressed how wonderful it is.
Yes.
That is one of the valuable things about people. Like
Wow.
what I feel amazing about is your
Yes.
presence.
Wow.
Is your presence.
Thanks to diversity team.
Well, yeah, and
Yes.
you people at home watching us, you can even create your teams.
Create your team. Wow.
As we have our own, like
Yes.
because of presence of people.
Yes.
That is also one
The
of
presence
the
of people
things.
is really going to grant you a lot
Yeah.
of you're going to feel loved, you're going to feel cared for when when there is a person around you, when there is that person who holds you down when you're not in your good times, you
Yeah.
know. So Ellie, do you have anything to tell the people?
I have my own calculation, mathematics.
Okay.
Um, I can say life plus breath
Yes.
equals to what? Equals to somebody. But um, life minus breath equals to what we call body,
A body.
a body,
Dead body.
just a body.
Lifeless body.
So and as I conclude, just so we can make if we will give a homework
To the
as
people.
we introduced
Yes.
based on what we discussed with the nurse.
Mm.
Just if they can just make a life game
Yes.
to take the 900 Rwandan francs per minute,
Yes.
then they can convert them each one into her age.
Aye.
Then you can multiply.
Then you calculate the hours you've
Just
spent.
it-
24
that-
hours times your age times 900.
That is
I'm not
I'm
ready to do
tired
that.
already.
I'm not ready to
So, you-
calculate that.
Already.
you can't.
If
Well,
you people
just-
watching, you're going to do that homework.
Just
Good luck.
it is
Well, I'm 30 something. Yet
sure.
for me.
Okay.
So
Okay.
just nothing less than thanking you, thanking our
yeah.
viewers.
Yeah, we really appreciate them.
Yeah.
Stay amazing. Stay.
Yeah, stay. Keep being
viewing.
valuable. Keep seeing the value in you. Keep being amazing.
And we promise them that the best is yet to
Yeah,
come.
and like we say, we are here for consistency.
And
We are
to
here
stay,
to stay.
not
So
to
you
leave.
really should be watching every Saturday. Don't miss at 10 a.m. It's going to be always the great episode from Diversity in Unity that comes to you from Diversity Team. So we would like to say thank you for watching, and please let's see you all watching OTV the next time in the next episode. And thank you for being with us. We would like to say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.